I think it's something we looked at for a long time. You know, it's extremely exciting. Obviously, the recent World Cups at all ages, the senior, the under-17s, the Spanish girls have won, and also under-20 level done very well as well. And so, you know, not just around the world, but especially in Spain, it's become a huge focus of the sport. And for us, we're so fortunate with the contacts that we have on the masculine side that it's something we wanted to take advantage of and help more players. And for us, we think it's a huge pathway that we've been waiting to get going. We were going to do it last year. We held off on the eggs. We like to do things properly. And for me, it's a fantastic moment for the club. Yeah, I think, you know, even just the female, I think in general, you know, we're trying to get to the Tercera division in the male side. We've now got U19s that we want to get as high as Liga Nacional, which is the second tier of under-19 football. We have a futsal sala side that just missed out by a point on promotion to Tercera last year. And now with the Femenino side, the idea is to get to the second tier, the Liga Iberdrola Reto. And we think we can do that in 2 to 3 years. I think it just shows the ambition in general of what we want to do. We're trying to become winners, and we're trying to create winners that can go on and be winners at other clubs. And this is just another step of that. Yeah, and that's really the most exciting point about the project. I think it's going to be a little bit more accessible. I don't want to say easier because I think that's the wrong word, but already from communication with the clubs, you know, the doors seem very much open. The interest is huge because we've kind of got the base groundwork that we've done on the male side, so people know what we're about. You're not knocking on doors cold anymore, which, you know, when we started in 2013, we were very much an unknown identity. And I think the response so far, I mean, this weekend we've got a huge game against our first La Liga opposition, and that's their senior female side. You know, that's something that would never be possible in the male game. Yeah, you know, we've had the first hit out, you know, last week, which you know, was against a regional side that's starting as well, very much in the same position as us. So to use that as a yardstick, you can see we're a long way ahead of a local club that's also commencing this year. You know, unfortunately, it was a tough result for the Torre del Mar team, but a great confidence boost for us, and always nice to win on your first game, especially in the history of the club. And now this week, we're going to really see where we're at, playing against an established professional club. You know, CD Almuñecar have been in La Liga a lot of years. They're a top club in Segunda right now. They have, you know, big investment in the men's side of the game. Had a number of high-profile coaches recently, and they're kind of a little way down the track with us. They came to the party a little bit late, but they've got the female side going now, and they're one of naturally the best clubs in the region. They're trying to get to the top female league. You know, they obviously have a little bit more infrastructure than we're lucky to have right now. So I'm really excited to see the game, and we're really going to find out a little bit more, you know, where we're at and how good we actually are. Yeah, you know, so it's always going to be difficult to take away, you know, sort of hard, ingrained conclusions from wasn't even 90 minutes in the end. You know, the game got cut a little bit short, you know, with the score the way it was going, which I think in the way of fair play is not a bad thing. It would have been nice to see out the full 90, but at the same time, we don't want to demoralise people who are obviously there starting out as well. I think there's still a lot of work to do, being completely honest. You know, I thought physically we were miles ahead of the opposition. Speed, power, desire to get to the ball. I thought our team looked very motivated. I thought brought a little bit of a bit more grit to the game, but then I think the combinations, you know, we're going to very much have the same philosophy from the youngest player at 14, 13 years old to the senior men's team to the senior women's team, and we have a very set way how we want to play, a possession-based football, and I thought we could have seen a little bit more of that. In the second half, it started to come in, the movements and the concepts that we want, but you know, against a new group of players, no one's here from last season because there wasn't a team last year, and it's going to take a little bit of time just to get, like I say, all the concepts and ideas into the squad. Yeah, so currently in Spain you've got 4 tiers. So you've got Liga Iberdrola, which is where the big guys are, you know, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, so sort of the 2 standout sides. Had a lot of success. Barcelona's got to the semi-final against Wolfsburg in the female Champions League. and then you come down to the second national level, which goes into a North and South division. Then you've got the third national level, which is split into 4 regional groups, and then you're looking at where we're starting, which is in the Andalusian Federation League. So we start in the 4th tier. If you win the league, you go into a playoff to try and go straight into the national structure. So that's again something which is unmatchable on the male side. There's a lot more hoops to jump through before you're looking at anything like that looks like a national league. And in one season you can play in a national competition. You know, for us it's huge. You know, we're very fortunate to have Almuñecar as our home, and we love being based here. You know, Town Hall's fantastic. The facilities that we have, I think, are undeniably good. And we want to try and give back to the local community. We're helping international players. We're helping players that, especially that want to come from maybe outside of Europe and have that chance to play here at the professional levels. But at the same time, we're trying to find local gems as well. You know, we've obviously got Lily playing. She started in the first game, and Julie as well in the squad, and that's something that we want to enhance, and we'll be hoping to grow the female game locally as well. You know, I think it does need a little bit of a push, does need some help, and we're hoping we can fill that void. Yeah, you know, I think it's a great coaching staff. You know, we spent a long time putting that together. We had various options, and I think it sort of complements each other well. So, you know, you've got from Victor, he's been at the club now 3 years, so he kind of gets the project, he gets how we work, you know, he gets the values that we're trying to install in our teams. With Gerard, obviously his CV speaks for himself, and he's been involved at Espanyol and then also a long period at Atletico Madrid in the female side, which for me is potentially the best run female club in Spain. So to bring that experience that he's got and the players that he's worked with, you know, he knows the game inside out on the female side, and can really guide our players as to what they're going to need to do and what tools they're going to need to have a chance to progress. And then Pablo, I think, brings an interesting mix that he's been through. He's obviously from Spain, but he's been through the US university system in the NCAA, and a lot of our players are from that background, and so we can kind of really bring that experience of how he managed to migrate back to Europe, having done his 4 years out in the States. Yeah, I think, you know, there's going to be kind of individual and team goals. Obviously from a club, I feel confident that we're going to have a real push and a go at promotion, and that's the objective, and we don't make any secrets of that. You know, it's not being arrogant or big-headed. We've assembled a fantastic squad. They train very professionally. You know, I'd put my neck out and say, you know, we're training in a better environment than the rest of the teams in the league. You know, we train in the mornings, we're training 5-6 days a week, and we're hoping that that's really going to be the difference maker when it comes to Saturday or Sunday when they go into the league games. You know, so on the team side, promotion is yes or yes, and then individually, you know, I think a lot of the girls are obviously here for one reason only, which is to use this as a springboard to elevate their career, and I really hope it can happen. And from what we've seen so far, there's interest in 1 or 2 players already, and we're still kind of flying under the radar. You know, we played one game, and then we've got another game this weekend, and I think as much every game's an interview, we always say, you know, especially for the boys as well. You know, and if you perform, you're on the pitch and you're on the stage to be selected, and I really feel that we're going to be in a real magnifying glass on the female side, and that's going to be even more so, you know. So we're playing the senior professional sides, and if you perform, I think you're going to be getting called quite quickly.